You know what I've learned with being single and independent and just living by yourself versus being in a relationship or living with roommates or with family and such is that you don't rely on anybody else and nobody else relies on you. That goes for anything, even with roommates. Like, you know how with roommates you agree, if you share a bathroom, you agree to clean the bathroom um alternatively, you know. So you agree, you have to do that. You know that must happen because you agreed with your roommate to do that. Or if you're with your spouse, you agreed to cook, then they'll do the dishes. That's an agreement that you must do. Or if you have a kid, you have to cook. You have to gather food somewhere so you can feed your child. But if you're single, you don't have to do any of that. You don't have to do nothing because nobody relies on you and you don't rely on anybody else. Um, so I can go lay on my couch for 23 hours straight and absolutely really nothing will happen. Like I'll save that hour to like get up and pee and like wash my hands, drink water, maybe. Um, but other than that, I don't really have to do anything at all, and there's no immediate big consequences. You know, the earth moves on, we all move on, nobody yells at you, nobody gets in trouble. It's great. That's a great perk where I'm not responsible for absolutely nothing. And that's what really makes it difficult to do things to begin with, because you know, if you have kids, you have to do the laundry so that you can wash their school uniform or their clothes for, you know, the next day. But if you don't, if you're by yourself, I can just wear the same clothes and, you know, repeat more and just not wash things. You know what I mean. You don't have to do anything when you live by yourself. You call your own shots, and if you say do nothing day, then it can be a do nothing day. What it becomes a real problem is when I continuously choose to do nothing every single day for long periods of time, way too long, you know. And that's when people can feel depressed or feel something. It's usually an underlying meaning of why you're not doing things. Either you're lazy or tired or for whatever deeper reason you may have. But point is, it's difficult to do things because you don't have to do them. You know, the only reason why people go to work is because they have to pay the bills. It's easier to do, it's easier to begin doing things if you have to do them. But it may be more difficult, like for instance, cooking for a family of 5 is going to be more difficult than cooking for myself. Mine is going to be quick and easy, but I feel like it's more difficult to get started to cook for myself because I don't have to. I'm given a choice. The moment I'm giving a choice, I tend to pick the easier one, which is just lounge on the couch. You know what I mean? Not do the dishes. Get things piled up. So this is where it becomes a big learning lesson for me, and I learned truly that I have to choose myself every day. I have to choose myself every day. Treating yourself and showing love to yourself, it's not just about getting massage, going to the salon, getting your nails done, getting your hair done, going to the gym, eating healthy. Those are definitely ways to show yourselves, and those are the ways that people know the most, or what we exercise online, or what we see people talk about. Go to the gym, eat healthy, right? But nobody really talks about, you know, just doing the little things, wiping the countertop consistently so it doesn't get piled up. Um, you know, dusting every now and then so it doesn't get piled up. Doing dishes right away so it doesn't get piled up. Doing little things like that consistently every day is really showing love about yourself, because you know, like, even going to brush your teeth and brush your hair every day is showing love to yourself. You know, that's part of hygiene. um dusting and wiping countertops is part of taking care of the house. You know, making sure you have a pleasant place to live in, pleasant place to come home to after you've been working all day. You know, after you've been doing everything by yourself all day, now you have a pleasant, nice home to come home to. So these things are little things where I realize where I can choose myself every day. This is for me. I'm choosing myself. You know, I'm washing this plate because I'm choosing myself. It doesn't have to be that deep, but maybe we can start off as that until we like keep doing it on a daily basis and it becomes automatic and part of our system and we don't have to think about it anymore and it becomes easier and less effort, less work, and it becomes just natural, you know. Now we can start worrying about other things that needs improvement because this is automatic for us. It's like breathing. Imagine when washing dishes becomes like breathing. Cleaning the bathroom becomes breathing. That might be a little difficult. Cleaning the bathroom, oh my God. That one's kind of annoying. I'm not even gonna lie. But point of the matter is, what I'm trying to get at is the hardest thing about being single is that you have to choose yourself every day. Because in any other forms of life, like if you have a spouse or if you have a kid, you're making a meal because you're choosing. It's a way to show love, which is by taking care of someone. I'm cooking this meal because I need to take care and I want to take care of this person because I'm choosing them for this very moment. But when you don't have none of that, when you just have yourself, I really learned to just such a difficult lesson. It's definitely a difficult lesson. And it's still something I'm learning to do every day. You know, it's something new to me because I know that if I choose myself every day and love myself, then when I am ready to have a partner, when I am ready to have kids, then it'll be that much easier to take care of them. You know, I can worry, I can see them more in a crystal clear vision since I don't have to worry about myself, since I already did all that work. You know, I do see a lot of parents where they didn't figure out maybe their mental state or their emotional hygiene or just emotional maturity before having a kid. So now that affects the upbringing of the kid because you're having to figure that out while having to raise another human being. So things like this, being in this situation allows me to be ahead in other things, you know. So this is a great start. I think it's really been a good journey. I'm just trying to do things, you know, little by little. Yeah.